Welcome to WOP Talk. Today we're coming live from literally for Italian Week. As usual, we have Robert Ferrantelli behind the cameras, Walter Ferrantelli taking care of the technical side. Unfortunately, Joey's not with us at this very moment. He'll be interviewing our next guest. And with me, I have a very special guest. I'm very honored. A great Italian as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Mose Persico, that I've known for a very, very long time. Mose, welcome, and how you doing?
Well, I'm doing great. First of all, I want to welcome all your viewers of WOP Talk. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Never in my life did I think that after 29 years in broadcasting, I would be a guest on WOP Talk, an institution which offers free cappuccinos and free water and a guy who thanks his crew before the actual shoot happens, which I kind of admire.
Wow.
So it's nice to be here, Dino.
Thank you very much.
Can I call you Dino?
Absolutely.
Or is
it's
it
been
Diego?
a long time. It's Diego, but
Diego. We used to call him Dino back in the day.
That's right.
Yes.
Mose and I, we grew up. We grew up together, elementary to high school, right? We did some college together as well.
That's right. We did. Champlain,
right?
absolutely.
And then, of course, we went our separate ways and so forth.
That's right. He went to Witness Protection Program, and I continued on.
Something to that effect. Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Okay, Mose, so
Yes.
I followed your career a little bit. You started off on CTV.
Correct.
And you not necessarily were on the entertainment side in the beginning,
No,
right?
no.
You were more like, I think I saw you on the Cook Show at one point.
That's right. That's right. It all started back in 1985.
Right. Okay.
Graduate of Concordia University in the journalism program. My first job in television was actually as a production driver for a situation comedy called Snow Job.
That's right. That's
Snow
right.
Job,
Yes,
a
yes.
gosh awful situation comedy, Canadian.
Yeah, of
they all
course.
were.
Yeah, that's right.
And my
That's
first
right.
job in television was picking up the stars from the Dorval Airport at the time,
Right.
and bringing them to their respective hotels, and then picking them up the next day and driving them to 405 Ogilvy,
That's
which
right.
was CFCF at the time.
That's right.
In Park Extension.
That's right.
And that was my first job. That show came to an end, rightfully so, because it was gosh
Yeah,
awful.
I saw it. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I stuck around Ogilvy, and I got a job in the mailroom.
Did you?
Mailroom.
No.
My first day on the job as the mail boy.
Frangobollo, proprio qua.
That's right,
That's
mail
it.
boy. Bill Hoagland,
Right.
a legend in his own right.
That's right.
He's typing away at the day. They were typewriters, no computers, none of this fancy TV
Yeah,
gadgets
that's right.
that you have now.
That's right.
Smoky newsroom, everyone's smoking cigarettes in the newsroom. I walk in with his mail, Bill Hoagland's mail, and I drop it on his desk, and he reaches out, he says, "I'm Bill Hoagland. I want you to know I was a mail boy. Welcome to CFCF."
Good,
So
look
if
at
that
that.
was inspiration, I don't
know.
know what is.
That's right.
And then consequently, it developed into a career of behind the scenes. And then I did a lot of cable network television, cooking shows, as he mentioned. And then one day, we used to have a program called The X-Files.
That's right.
It used to air every Friday.
Midnight.
And it used to end at 12:55 a.m.
That's right.
4 minutes before the hour turned over. So at the time, the vice president of programming, the late Bill Merrill, rest in peace, there's
That's
always
right.
a mensch, Diego.
That's
There's
right.
always someone that gives you that break.
That's right.
There's always that one person that believes in you. And Bill Merrill was that person for me.
Really?
At the time, I was doing a half-hour show on the community channel, CF Cable TV it was called, and it was called Reel to Reel. He comes up to me and he says to me, "Can you give me 3 minutes of your half-hour show on cable? You know the show that you do on cable? Can you give me a 3-minute version of that?" And I look at him, I go, how am I going to condense 30 minutes into 3 minutes? But if you have the passion, you can make it happen.
One thing about Mose, very passionate in all areas.
So I condensed it to a 3-minute capsule of movies because I love the movies. Next thing you know, he put it on the air right after the X-Files. And I've been on the air 28 years and counting ever since.
Fantastic. And I followed you and everything else. I wanted to ask you a question because I know you've traveled back and forth to California. You have had your opportunities to interview some of the big names.
That's right.
I mean, I can go on and
Most of them. Except
So,
Jack Nicholson.
Did you got to ask Al Pacino a question
Al
as well,
Pacino,
right?
Al Pacino, one of my favorites, Bobby De Niro, Robert De Niro. But Jack Nicholson doesn't do the little screen. He says, they have to see me, they got to see me on the big screen. I don't do the little screen. He only does print interviews, so I don't feel,
Yeah.
and he never did the Johnny Carson show either. So,
So you don't have to feel
we don't
bad
feel
about it.
slighted it at all.
But here's the question I wanted to ask you. Okay?
Shoot.
So if we can move forward into this,
Yes.
goes this way.
On
28
WOP TV.
years.
I love it.
Talk.
WOP Talk. I love it. Yeah.
Essentially, 4 Italian guys. You think
It's not
we're stars.
condescending at all.
No,
by the
not
way.
at all.
No,
We're
no.
very proud
I
to
was
be
born in
Italians.
Italy, but I don't consider myself a WOP. Is that okay to say that?
No,
Okay, but I'm on WOP Talk.
you're on WOP Talk.
Okay, but it means something good, right?
It means very good.
Okay,
in
good.
fact, okay?
No stereotypes.
Not
Yes.
at all. At all.
All
We're
right.
just 4 guys who think we know what we're doing.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
You do know what you're doing.
Something to that effect. Here's the thing I want to ask.
Yes.
28 years in the entertainment business.
Yes.
How's it changed? Where's it going in your view?
Wow, it's going exactly where we are right here. This is it. This is the future of television. I mean, we're talking about a podcast here. We're talking about a webcast. Gone are the days where you need 8 to 9 people for a television production. This is a production crew of 4 people, fancy equipment. It's immediate. Television has become the new radio.
Right.
It's immediate, it's instant, and it's part of the social media. So this is where we're going.
Okay. So now, having said that, is there a decline in Hollywood movies in terms of its creativity as a result of it?
Absolutely, there is a lack of originality
Right.
in Hollywood because you see all these sequels coming out
Right.
and all the action blockbusters. But what's social media has given birth to the advent of content. We need content for websites. We need content for blogs. We need content for social media. That in turn has given birth to new programming. New
Right.
programming, Netflix, Stars TV. People are wanting more choice. So the good thing about it is that there's more content out there. Whether it's good content
Or bad content?
or bad, that remains to be seen.
Right, it remains to be
So
seen.
it's a yin and yang approach.
So now we've moved forward into Hollywood and your experiences with it.
Sure.
Now, in the last 28 years, you've been married, you have children,
No kids. Have been married twice.
you've been married twice. Okay.
Great people, both of them.
Yeah.
Including my ex-wife, who took most of my money. I'm joking. She was a great lady.
So-
Still is a great lady. I got partial custody of our dog.
You did, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. I
yeah.
remember talking to you about
Yeah.
that, right? And do you see any of the old boys from the old school?
I see a lot of high school buddies. I got, the Robert Saltarellis, the Aldo Rubas, the Frank Barberos. There's always a collection of high school graduates that you kind of stay close to, which I think is very important.
Absolutely.
You should never forget your roots, be it Italian, be it high school, be it college, CEGEP. You got to remember who your real friends are.
And having said that, how does this make you feel? As an Italian, having gone through, and let's be honest, we both were raised in humble surroundings.
Uh-huh.
We were 2 streets away from each other back in the day. I was on Waverly, you were on Jean Mans.
Yep.
Right? And having come through all your adventures till today, you come through literally into Italian Week. And as an Italian, Ito-Canadian, how do you feel? How proud are you of this?
First of all, I'm extremely proud of my roots. I mean, I was born in Sorrento, Italy. My parents left a good life in Italy to pursue their dreams of North America, primarily because my mother missed her brothers and sisters, my uncles and aunts. So we subsequently moved to Canada in 1965 aboard the Christopher Columbus ship. The only thing I remember, I was 4 years old and it was windy and there were those plastic water cups.
Right.
I forget the name. They have a special name, and I kept drinking water cups. And when we docked in the old port, I remember there was a light snow on the ground. Now, I didn't know it was snow because I was 4 years old. I thought it was sugar. So I got down on my knees and I started eating the snow thinking it was sugar.
Right.
No, I mean, being Italian, being
That
a
was
Canadian.
funny.
I mean, I took my television show back to my birthplace. I visit Italy at least once every 5 years. Italian Week Montreal, very important to me because it's never too late to go back to your roots and teach your young children, teach your young siblings the importance of culture, where you come from and what our parents did, and the huge sacrifice that our parents
Absolutely.
did to give us an education in
Absolutely.
another homeland.
That's right.
You can't beat that. So I'm happy to be Italian, and I always will be.
I can tell you this, I grew up pretty much near you and with you to some degree. We went to the same schools as I mentioned before. We were in between elementary, moving forward to high school and into college. It's been a real pleasure.
It's
been
my
a real
pleasure,
And
Diego.
I have nothing but fond memories of you, Mose. I am once again very happy that you came on our show.
Well, thank you
I
for
know you
having
are
me.
pressed for time, and
Thank
there's
you for
many
my-
things that you need to do here. So
I like the
thank you
name.
very
I like
much.
the microphones. I like the crew. WOP Talk. Support this dude. He's a real good egg.
We support each other.
Thank
We
you,
love
you
each
guys.
other.
All right. Forza Italia. Ciao.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.